Good morning. Kelly here to show you how to make your own embossing stencil. In my case, I'm using a design I chose in Silhouette Studio, and I have measured out the stencil, which I would typically use for embossing, but because I want to use this for a greeting card, the measurements are 4.125 by 5.375. So we're just going to get it, just right where I can matte layer it later on with a couple mats underneath. And I'm going to go ahead and send it to my Curio. And what I'll do is I'll take when I send, I will go ahead and, as you can see, all of the lines are chosen for the butterfly background or stencil. And I use line, and everything in red is already check marked. Here it is. I use the material Plastic Emboss, my ratchet blade. I will use number 4 on my cutting blade. Speed's 5, that's okay, 33. But I will go ahead and do 2 passes to make sure that the plastic poster board, which I get from Michael's, this is all going to be cut from plastic poster board, and the reason I do that is so that I only have to cut this particular mat or stencil for embossing one time, and I can use it over and over. I've been told that you can use heavy cardboard, heavy cardstock, and typically if I were going to use this as for something temporary, that would be great. However, I want to be able to use this embossing background many times. So just bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and pause while I cut this design out on plastic poster board, and I'll be right back. Thanks. Okay, we're back, and here is the embossing stencil that I have cut from my Curio. Again, 2 passes, and I'm going to go ahead and sandwich it to emboss on a card mat with my Gemini Junior. And the sandwich consists of my base plate, the see-through plastic base plate. Alright, then I'm going to add my rubber mat, like so. And please forgive me, I'm doing this all with one hand, recording with one hand. My rubber mat, I'm going to put my cardstock on top of the rubber mat. Add my lovely new embossing folder on there. Okay. Now you can go ahead and kind of anchor it down with a piece of tape. I've been known to do that, but then again, if you're very super careful, and unfortunately I happen to be all thumbs, you can go ahead, anchor it down, keep it in place, anchor it down with a piece of tape. Doesn't have to be a large piece of tape, just something to kind of keep it in place here, make it nice and straight. Hopefully equal on all 4 sides. Okay. Alright, I'll put a piece at the bottom just to be safe. It's not a lot of work, but still, it's okay to be, better to be safe than sorry. So go ahead and add a little piece of tape here. Alright, make sure that's on there. Okay, I have my plastic shim on top. And my top plate. Okay. Gemini Junior's ready lit and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my sandwich. Here we go. Run it through. Automatically, it feeds the entire sandwich through the Gemini Junior. Pull it out. And you can run it through twice if you want to. I have not felt the need for that to happen. Alrighty. Take off my tape. No biggie, it's painter's tape, easy to remove. Again, I apologize, I am doing this with one hand. Remove my stencil. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, remove my stencil. That's the deboss side, which I probably, had I been thinking about it, would have, you know, put the stencil on this side, on the other side, because I have some schmutz on the emboss side. But for purposes of this video, I wanted to see what a lovely deep emboss you get. This will make a lovely card. And you can use the deboss side if you choose. And as I say, you can run it through your Gemini Junior twice if you feel the need. I don't feel that I need to do it more than one time. Or I can use a thicker cardstock. It will work, give a deeper impression. This is just, you know, a standard 65-pound cardstock I got from Michael's. So anyway, that's it. Again, how to make your own embossing mats. In my case, using it on cardstock for greeting cards. Using your Curio. There it is. My Curio by Silhouette. And my new Gemini Junior. I had a cuddle bug. I gave it to my daughter. She wanted to emboss so badly. And then I found I missed having the option of embossing my card mats, and decided to upgrade. I guess I hope I don't offend a lot of people by saying I upgraded to a Gemini Junior, but you know, my hands are, I'm at the age where my joints are getting a little stiff in my hands and wrists, so I decided the Gemini Junior was the perfect crafter's companion, as the company logo says. And I did get the plastic poster board from Michael's, and very inexpensive. I've made several embossing folders from it. Let me show you some examples. Sorry, I know this is very unprofessional. This is actually my first real video. I made this one yesterday, and it came out lovely, I must say. I did an all-over stencil with hearts. And I started using this with embossing cream, and yesterday a light bulb went off and I said, well, how about using your Gemini Junior? And it worked out pretty good. Here's one that I kind of cut out for, you know, again, using the embossing cream. This is the top of the tree, this is the trunk. And I hold on a second here. Cut out this lovely sunray card yesterday. So there you have it. Thanks for stopping in and learning how to cut your own embossing mats with a cutting machine, in this case my Silhouette Curio and the Gemini Junior. Have a great day.